How will we watch movies in the 2020s? Well, I play Friar Thomas, who's not a very nice bloke. Mind you, neither am I normally, so there wasn't much acting involved. G'day. That was the actual interview I gave on the red carpet, which you saw in my last vlog of the Magdala Rose premiere. There's links to both of those in the description. And by the way, no, I haven't had a haircut, I merely tied it back. Anyway, it got me to thinking, all this mention of films, how will we all be watching movies in the 2020s, or by the end of the 2020s? In the early days, of course, people started going to the cinema. And then, of course, we had the advent of television. And along the way, those televisions have become smaller and smaller. This is one I used to watch. Of course, now, being analog, it's long gone, but I used to actually use that Philips P45 TV to watch Kenny Everett many years ago, every evening when I had a bath.
It's the video show. Let's push the button marked idiot and see what comes out. And welcome to Show 2, Part 1.
And along the way, of course, we have had little TVs like this being one of the ones we've taken away with us on holidays. It's not a very big picture. A lot of people, of course, like to watch on their smartphones, which, frankly, I've never watched an entire movie on a smartphone. People have even had watches with little tiny screens. I mean, that's just ridiculous. And yes, of course, a lot of people do watch things on their computer, the PC, or probably more often now than not, their iPads or what have you. Now, I used to really enjoy going to the cinema on a regular basis. And then they brought in what they called Gold Class. You probably have a similar name wherever you are. Where they had really comfortable lounge type chairs, similar to what I have at home here. But as prices steadily increased, we found that we weren't going out that much to watch movies at the cinema. And of course, with the advent of streaming TV, like YouTube and Netflix, we find that we're just watching movies more and more at home on the big plasma screen. Of course, once upon a time, they thought in the future, back then, we'd all be flying everywhere in flying cars by now, which we're not. And I don't think that's a bad thing, given the way some drivers are on the road. So I wanted to ask you a question. Please comment below. What sort of technology do you think we may be watching by the end of the 2020s? Will we be watching movies and TV on something entirely different? So this is actually a very busy week for me. I have 2 hospital appointments, specialist appointments, one of which I'm just home from, which was the cardiologist, being just over 4 months since I had my heart attack, who, by the way, was extremely pleased with my progress. My blood pressure and cholesterol are really pretty good, vastly improved. And of course, yes, I've dramatically cut down my smoking, which he was impressed enough with, but anyway, that's a different topic. So then on Saturday, I have a mate's farewell party who's moving out west, and that same night are the Australian Screen Industry Network Awards, for which I've been nominated. So that's going to be pretty full on. And Sunday is what I'm really looking forward to, because once again it's time to venture out to Laidley Way, visit my mates in the band and just chill out. So after that, pretty well, I have a lot of extra time, of which I intend to make a few videos I've had in mind before the end of the year. Anyway, looking forward to your comments on those things. Cheers.